Well, hello and welcome to episode 100 of Game Over Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, with your hosts, Leon,
Dave,
the Stagbeetle himself,
and an old host from back in the day. You might recognise his voice. Who is it out there?
It's Dino.
Oh, snap! Dean has come back for episode 100.
and just as quick on the uptake as saying his name when he needs to.
yeah. It's very true. It's very true.
I wanted suspense.
I like it. Now, and we've got probably one of our favourite guests coming back on the show as well.
Definitely.
Maarten from XCOM Media. Hello, Maarten.
Hi, good evening, guys.
Hello. Thank you for joining us in this celebration.
it's probably going to be something
Of
else.
Game Over, yeah. Episode 100. We are going to have a look back at some of the awesome moments that we've had.
Maybe a bit of an adventure. Maybe a clumsy one at that.
Yeah. Oh!
Hey!
Reference!
Posters up there. Clumsy adventure. But I think the best way that we can start this is that I think we need to listen to the beginning of episode 1.
Episode 1.
So, Dean, are you prepared to go down?
Oh, fuck me.
Cast your minds back.
Oh my God!
How long ago was this?
I haven't listened to it myself, so I'm really curious.
Nobody was.
Oi!
When
We
did
had
this...
2 listeners back then.
Yeah, we did.
Grown exponentially.
Yeah, massively. So when did this actually go out?
Well, this was back in 2012.
December, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We decided to do a roundup of 2012. That was the beginning of Game Over Yeah, basically.
Nice.
And
How many hours did it go for?
it was 2 hours, I think it was. Yeah,
So
2
long.
hours.
It was so long.
it was. It was really long. We have got a lot shorter nowadays on our podcast.
Yeah, that's it. We're done
But-
now. Podcast over.
I tell you what, let's have a
What happens
listen.
in age?
Let's have a listen to the first episode. I mean, the theme's going to be there and everything.
Drop
You're
it.
going to hear it all. Right then, so here we go. Let's drop this first one.
Here we go. Going into a rave, man.
Oh yeah.
This is quite... so, is this music for
Such
like
a long intro.
I was going to
It
say,
is.
for the first hour and a half, it's just a dance track.
Chief's version is really
Right,
the best.
right. Here we go. Oh yeah, motherfucker.
Nice.
Right. So I start the podcast going, "Oh yeah, motherfucker."
That's how you can only start the entry to any number 1 podcast.
Totally.
Without that intro, we wouldn't be here today.
From now on, that is your intro.
After like a minute and a half of some rave, there's just some guy going, "Oh yeah, motherfucker."
It just sounds like someone's like tuned into you listening to that song.
Welcome to Radio Gamer.
Ridiculous. Anyway, let's see how it goes on from
Continue.
there.
Let us continue.
No, I mean technically, I think that'd be a terrible way to start things.
You think?
Just a casual insult.
Okay.
I mean, or maybe
Fuck you.
maybe
too,
it's
bro.
maybe. Sorry.
What would be worse than that would be leaving in the fact you saying. That would be a terrible way to start a podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's
Which
just,
makes it a golden gem of nugget of joy.
the thing is that I mean, well, I never fucking cut anything usually,
I
so
noticed.
yeah. Like,
You start
He's a lazy one.
It's a mark of genius. You know, it's like a famous painter that does his like picture or whatever, and then leaves all the drawings, you know, the pencil lines in and everything. It's like, yeah, you want your art. There is all the art there, you know, mistakes and all.
I think it could have only been topped by, just take it out quick. Come on. We've got to get on with this.
Well, I'll remember that note for next time.
Don't worry, 101.
I swear a podcast went up with James. He said, like, oh, we'll cut this bit out anyway.
Yeah.
And it literally went out on the podcast. I was just like, yeah, I didn't cut it.
Yeah, I never
Cut anything. Apart from that one thing we cut.
I mean, to be fair,
We don't talk about that.
there has been things that I have cut.
That doesn't
don't
go
get me
out.
wrong, but
Like
had to
2
be
minute
pretty-
silence.
yeah. You know what, Dean? Fucking tell that story. Let's dive
Relive
into
the silence.
it. Let's dive
'Cause
into it.
It's been Remembrance Day.
It has.
So technically, let's
Isn't it
remember the Remembrance Day silence. It
Isn't it Remembrance Day tomorrow?
was yesterday.
No, it's been Sunday.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it? Oh, I missed it. I forgot.
Anyway, come on, Dean. Let's
Well, basically, we did a podcast. I can't remember what it was, but we were joking about terrorists or something or other, and then immediately after we recorded, we saw on Twitter that the Boston bombings had just happened.
That's right, yeah.
So then James felt really bad about it for the whole week. So then the week after when we recorded, he went, right, we need to do a 2 minute silence. And me and Leon were just like, is he really serious?
But the
and
thing
anyway,
is that
halfway through the fucking record, he just drops it on us randomly.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. And I sort of go, all right, well, we kind of have to do this now. So we start it.
Committed.
Like, honestly, we
Definitely.
start it. And then I went, fucking hold on. I was like, what are we doing?
That's like when someone asks in front of their mum or in front of you and you're committed. It's like, oh, it's all right. Michael will give you a lift. Oh, well, yeah, I guess I will now. Fucking thanks for committing me to this fucking fact. Awesome. Silly Billy.
Man, anyway, let's hear a little bit
Delve
more of
deeper.
this gem. People like that. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, just go through all the insults you can think of, and all at the same time.
Oh right. What? So we can get them out of the way before.
Yeah. So if we ever feel uncomfortable, we can go, well, we did just insult each other.
Oh yeah. I mean, a cockbag.
I can't actually think of any now. Too many running through my head. It's like, pick one.
Cunt.
Oh, I know. Fair enough. Fair enough, Minjeeter. Minjeeter.
Really? Of all the insults that you can think of.
Minjeeter.
Good choice.
Minjeeter.
I know a girl called
Get,
Minjeeter.
wait.
Minjeeter. That sounds like an Indian name.
Minjeeter. I'm giving you a compliment. Really. Yeah. I'm saying you like to eat fanny. Why? No, you know.
Oh dear.
We were so naive back then.
I was
We
going to say,
had no
It
idea.
hasn't changed. It really hasn't
I was
changed.
going to say this is a really smooth podcast, you know.
There's a little more production value, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'd say that. I definitely because it sounds terrible.
We have
First
we have
one.
posters now, so that's a step forward.
So, Martin, you didn't miss much at the beginning.
What?
That's amazing.
You didn't miss much then either.
Nothing gets past Maarten.
He sounded so high when he said that. Like it was just 2 seconds, like reaction time. What?
What? Sorry, I was busy.
No, man, I'm just chilling and listening to you guys.
Nice.
Just chilling, listening to Pink Floyd.
Smoking a zoot.
Yeah, trying to sync it up with what is it?
You didn't do it.
I
You didn't do it.
was going to
it's,
say Alice in Wonderland.
I was going to say that as well, but it's
Oh, the one
Wizard
with
of Oz.
the rainbow.
Wizard
in
of
it,
Oz.
And I can't remember what it's called.
So episode 1, yeah, about as successful as Star Wars episode 1 then.
I'd say so. I mean, I don't think we need to hear any
Absolutely.
more of that, but I mean, you can hear on how that started. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had a lot of fun on that show, man. I mean,
Well, if you want to hear the whole thing in full, it's in the archives.
It is. It's all up there on the website, gameoveryear.net.
Where was that?
Gameoveryear.net.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
I put that in my bookmark.
okay, good.
It's on the internet, isn't it?
That's great. That's
I've heard
great,
of this place.
Stagbeetle. Now, speaking of the Stagbeetle, now
Hi.
I've got the origin of the Stagbeetle here. Now,
Yeah.
He came on as a guest to begin with, didn't he?
that's right, he did. Now, this is actually just the origin of where Stagbeetle came from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, I mean, obviously, he did come on as a guest originally.
I'm just curious, how did you come on as a guest?
I just
We needed some phone info.
How? What do you mean? That's like the dumbest question I've ever heard. I came on and I was a guest on the show.
Yeah, but why were you invited?
Because I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know, because you were just saying, oh yeah, no, you messaged me or something, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I
Said
listened
we
to
haven't
the show.
I've been listening to the show. Haven't seen you in ages.
Stagbeetle thought
Get me to come
episode
on.
1 was as good as Star Wars was. I need to be in that podcast.
I didn't catch episode 1. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be here right now. But I listened to a couple of classics, and then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to come on. And then Leon was like, you just need to make sure you keep talking. Like that's just like all you have to do is just don't go quiet. You probably shouldn't have said that at any point because I haven't fucking shut up since.
It's true. I do the
It's
quiet
so good,
bits,
though.
you do the talky bits.
I am
It's so
quite
good.
loud.
But yeah, should we dive into the...
Tell them how it happened.
well, here we go.
Let's show them.
This is off Stagbeetle versus T-Rex. It's in the archive once again. Here we go. Getting a bit out of hand now.
I don't even know the ones in the middle.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I've
rather
got
than
a clue.
Pokemon, real animal.
Yeah, it could work.
Fucking, I want to see a shark versus a tiger. Definitely a tiger.
Definitely a tiger.
But they're never understood, even in the...
Definitely a tiger.
And thus that catchphrase was born.
That was all over a conversation we had outside Leon's house where he said something, and I went, definitely I heard definitely a tiger, and it literally blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Definitely a tiger?
Definitely not a tiger.
No, I can't even remember what I actually did say now
You
as well.
donut.
I think you said like something about the cinema or the film you were going to see.
I think we were on the way to the cinema for one of the, the events that we did and everything like that down there.
No, you were going bowling with your dad, I think.
Oh, was I? Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So some sort of social event, and there definitely was a tiger.
Are you sure you weren't
Yeah.
commenting on Ryu versus Sagat? It's definitely a tiger. Uppercut.
No, I definitely didn't even say definitely a tiger. I think it was I was pointing at something in the distance. It was maybe some smoke in the distance, and I was like, oh yeah, it's always up around there. And you were like,
How
what, definitely a tiger?
much crack had Dean had?
A lot, evidently.
Okay, fair enough.
So
But that
Definitely
became a
a lot.
catchphrase for quite a long time.
it did. Anyway, let's have a little more on this.
the series or whatever, it's like, yeah, that's a water Pokemon, and it's in water, but there's no water around, so it's gonna die. It's on its back, Staryu ah!
And like a water Pokemon on land, I've got a fire Pokemon, so I should have the advantage.
No, you don't.
It'd be rubbish with real animals. You'd start off and it'd be like, oh yeah, Newt versus Goldfish, epic battle.
James Coop, by the way, just to throw that out there, he was a guest
What
that
were
week.
we talking about? Was it Pokemon X and Y?
You were just about to talk about Pokemon, and then this is what happened.
That'd be a sick fight. I want to see a Stagbeetle versus a worm.
I swear on YouTube they do these.
They might
versus
do.
things.
They might do. But you could get up to. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily. We're not talking just animals that are living still. Think of them prehistoric ones. You start getting to dinosaur level. Dinosaurs start getting a bit gangster. You've got them prehistoric football pitch long sharp things.
Like a T-Rex versus a Stagbeetle.
Stagbeetle will fuck a T-Rex.
That is fucking true. Because I fucking will.
The thing is,
And
I
I'm
was
going to tell
literally
you how in a
picturing it as I
second.
said it as well.
I'm going to tell you how in very shortly.
That's
'cause I
right, that's
believe,
right.
I believe I do go into how.
That's right, it is just coming up.
Awesome.
Stagbeetle, T-Rex can't see him. Yeah? And Stagbeetle's just going to be taking pot shots at the leg.
I mean, it's going to take fucking about 10 years.
He's slowly going down.
Just want to make a correction. 10 years, the dinosaur will probably go extinct before the Stagbeetle will win.
It's not true. It's not true.
What, is he going to go for his...
Fucking meteor
true.
will hit the fucking Stagbeetle as well. Take that out.
Trust me.
You can just pincer his Achilles tendon, make him fall over. That's it.
Listen, doesn't that
Whole
matter
world,
how small
whole
you
world
are?
blows up and there's just a Stagbeetle going through space.
Doesn't matter how small they are. Look at a bowler. That thing's a fucking tiny little fucker.
A boner? I don't
Look at my boner, yeah. It's pretty small too. That's fucking people up. The Stagbeetle will have his way with a T-Rex. T-Rex can't even touch him. He's got 2 smaller arms.
Well, let's see how this plays out anyway.
Yeah, but you might say like, all right, so the
Stagbeetle
Stagbeetle's
was
got like
vanished.
11 HP, yeah, and Tyrannosaurus Rex has got 10,000 HP. But the chances of the T-Rex hitting him are minimal. So it's just constantly like, oh,
Yeah, no, but if it does hit,
took 2 HP.
if it does hit, gone. Stagbeetle, bye.
T-Rex fainted.
In fact, I think the T-Rex would just sort of like, it would be like, oh fuck, oh what's that? Oh.
No,
It's
you're
Stagbeetle.
no. See
Oh,
what
I
you
saw my
did.
foot.
What you did there was a mistake because the T-Rex's arms wouldn't be able to reach to it. So it would fall over, and then the Stagbeetle would literally be like, right, time to tag in my friend.
Fucking ninja Stagbeetle.
Ninja Stagbeetles are sick heads. Think, like them little pincers. No, but I'm saying like you start with shit characters, obviously, but then you get to progression. It's how games work these days.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But I don't. Yeah, I think you might be right. I don't think the animals would work though.
I think.
There we go.
Amazing.
Technically, that's not how Stagbeetle Stevens came along, because that was I think it was to do with me becoming an American footballer or a wrestler.
Something like that.
Something along those lines.
But I mean, that's where
That's the story.
that
of
is.
the Stagbeetle.
That is basically that is the seed of where the Stagbeetle
origins.
came
That's
from. in
when,
some
like,
sense.
you know, when like Goku finally works out how to go Super Saiyan. That's like when my Stagbeetle powers just manifested. I was like, no, I'm not having this shit no more. I'm going golden on these fuckers. Golden Stagbeetle. Not to be misrepresented by a golden scarab in Aladdin, who won't even get onto that fucking trademark issue over there.
Now, this is a bit of just gold from back in the day. This is
How
when we're
gold?
back in the old place with my housemate Tess,
Oh, God.
and when she pulled out
Oh, the Pokemon book.
the
Who
Pokemon
knows
sticker,
about the Pokemon book? Oh, God.
pure gold. Honestly, it is so good. Well, I'm going to let myself introduce this. Let's get this game started. So now, first of all, welcome to this little bonus bit here. Now, we found this absolute just piece of gold of Tess's childhood history, and oh my god! Basically, she's got a Pokemon sticker book, essentially, and we're going to try and guess the Pokemon that she's describing from her. How old were you?
I'm going to guess at 8.
8. Okay. So
I was young.
Yeah. So in other words, she's gonna read out the descriptions of what she's written there. So 8-year-old Tess here talking about Pokemon, and we've got to try and guess which Pokemon it is. So I believe. Did you? Sorry, Dean.
That was amazing.
That's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, so
I just
good.
had a slight nightmare.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
That's it.
Maarten couldn't see that, but it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
just to explain, Dean was giving us his best look.
Maarten should be able to see that. I would have thought he's in the same chat. He should be able to see his video.
Maarten, did you see that?
No.
Can you not see Dean's video, Martin? Oh no!
Oh.
Well, fuck you, Martin.
Maybe in a next life, but no.
That's all right.
Right, and back to Pokemon.
Game over there.
There was points involved or something.
Well,
Yeah. Well, how are we running
basically,
this?
so it asks me, I like my Pokemon because, and I have to give a reason.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
So you're basing it on the reason why I like the Pokemon.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right then.
Yes, you're going to buzz or make a noise.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So
I'm in.
just practice making your noise.
Okay. Pikachu, I choose you.
And Dean goes. And James goes. Because I couldn't think of a noise. Somebody said make a Pokemon noise, and that was the first noise I made. So
Pretty good though.
Yeah, I know. It's
in my head,
Psyduck.
I think it's Pikachu's noise, the one where he kind of goes.
Is it not Psyduck? No,
It might actually be Psyduck. Yeah.
Bye.
But I mean, you know, like Pokemon generally say their name.
Like
In
Slimer.
the game, they just make a weird noise when you send them out.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough.
Yeah, I do see where you're coming from. Okay, so you're going to make the noise.
So, still random exposition.
Are we actually going to play along? You're going to pause it and then we're going to try and guess before you.
I know the answers. So does Dean. You could try.
I could try.
Good fucking luck.
All right, well, we'll play the game again for you then, Dave.
Okay, sure. I'm up for this.
Well, Martin, do you fancy guessing as well?
What?
You've got to try and guess the Pokemon by what Tess says.
Sure, why not? I don't play Pokemon, but
That's even better. Just make up
Is
Pokemon.
it Pikachu?
Yeah, don't worry, Martin. I have no idea.
Is it
the names.
Pikachu? Is it the snake one?
I think it's a dragon one.
Right.
It's always a dragon.
Well, when it gets to that point, when she says what that is, I'll pause it. I'll let you have your guesses, and then we'll hear what Tess has to say.
Go for it.
Do we have to make Pokemon noises?
Leon's making hand signals.
No, you're right.
So you didn't have to be distracted by that. I was trying to do that.
Okay.
I was trying to do that discreetly. But
I thought I'd add it so the people who can't see know that you're making hand signals to do things.
I love Tess.
See, how good is Connect as well?
I know, it's like
he's
tracking
lost you
Dean.
now, though.
Dean, like,
You've confused Connect. Connect's just like, fuck
Connect.
this shit.
I was going to say, Dean is probably the most fidgety person I've ever seen, but then I realised he's just being a prick.
Well, to be fair, most of the times I remember Dean, he's just curled up on the sofa asleep.
That's
you
very
know
true.
what? We've got a snippet later, and we'll get to that. Oh no, I'm not sure if I actually put it in. Oh no,
To be fair, we got
I
Maarten
fell asleep in
to sleep
Gremlins. That's how bad it got.
Oh yeah, you did. Right. Anyway, let's continue.
Because if you
Plane to land.
if you were blind, then you'd need to know what you were doing. Like you go to the cinema and they have those audio things.
audio description.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was given audio description.
Okay, well, I'm glad. Thank you. I mean, I'm sure our viewers will... Viewers?
See, they're going to feel like viewers from the picture that I paint.
That's so true.
Yeah,
Leon is wearing a brown t-shirt.
he is looking hot.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm going to stop there.
Yeah.
Headphones on Polly's head.
He is laughing.
Anyway, now, I think we need to dive into this now, and I am...
That's like a common phrase on probably every podcast.
Dive into
I think we
it.
should dive into this now.
You are a
You know?
professional diver.
You do like diving into things.
I do, right?
Who doesn't? You're the Tom Daly of Game Over Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to make your noise, and then I'm going to say who made the noise first, and then you're going to have your guess. And then you get 10 points each
Right.
for a right answer, not for a wrong answer. That's how it's going to work.
She should
there
be
we go, okay.
a host on a fucking show.
It'd be the
I know,
best game show
she's
ever.
amazing explaining these things.
Yeah, 10 points each.
For like win.
What do you mean 10 points each?
Yeah, you just get 10 points.
Have you ever seen the Friends where there's the is it the game that doesn't make any sense?
I don't think so.
Okay, there's like Joey's becoming the host of this game that makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, okay.
But then like he works it out and they start playing it and they get really into it and the show gets cancelled. And like no, they make it much easier. And he's like, no. And like the idea is like, oh, you're the golden like, and then someone says something and you know how he's dumb.
Yeah.
Like he goes, yeah, but no one could understand that. And like he says this scenario and he goes, well, of course you can go the da 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 da, and like goes through this whole list of whatever it is. I'm going to find it for you. And you go,
All right.
I vaguely remember the episode in Friends where he was teaching them a game of cards.
That's a different one. He's trying to lose on purpose.
Yeah.
And then he loses all his money to someone else.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nice. Back to the game.
Go on, Tess.
And I suppose we'll just keep
Testify.
going
This
until we get
Your
bored,
Tess.
really.
Describe why she likes her Pokemon.
Okay, the first one is it's got 2 heads.
It's got 2 heads.
Is it a 2-headed Pokemon?
Well, yeah,
Have a fucking pop at it, my friend.
I would assume it would be a 2-headed Pokemon
Because it has
if it's
2
got
heads.
2 heads, you know, by that description.
Yeah, it's kind of clear, really. The fact that it was a Pokemon with 2 heads. I can't think of it. I can think of one with 3 heads.
I presume that's Doug Duo.
Dojuo.
You could go Doug
Yeah.
Duo.
See, he went. Yeah. See, he just threw it out there.
I can think of one.
Do duo. He's yeah. He's sort of saying that could be that one.
Okay, I'll go Doug Duo.
It's do duo. Well, yeah. Anyway, it's fine.
Is it Duo?
Yeah, it is.
Well,
yeah.
right, okay.
And then Maarten, did you fancy a guess?
I think to make a reference to retro gaming, I think it's a twin B.
Nice reference.
Cool.
I like it. Well, let's find out.
It's a double B draw.
Exactly.
So, Dean, what are you eating? No.
Wow.
The one is always high, and the other one is always drunk.
Works well.
There you go.
What kind of fucking food there?
Should we just watch Dean eat?
Yeah, totally.
2 hours.
Oh, so good. Mouth watering. Chips. We're going to try
Would you
and
like to
guess
see
what's
what
on
I've
his
got?
plate.
Let's have a look. What's he got?
I think that's.
Oh, your Kinect's go. Oh,
Oh, it's a pie, some ketchup,
chips.
some mayonnaise.
That's a lot of sauce there.
You've got a high percentage sauce ratio there, my
Well,
friend.
there's a lot of chips there.
Half a bottle of
That
sauce
is one
of each.
saucy plate there.
So much potato.
Amazing. Very,
Well, let's find out.
yeah, that's back to the answer.
Pikachu, I choose you. Is it
Yes.
Duo?
Yes.
There you go.
10.
So yeah, I was the winner there.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the answer?
Juju.
Yeah, Duo.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Not
well,
the real
technically,
answer was.
you're the winner there in some sense here right now.
No, we're all losers right now.
Let's have a listen to maybe a couple more of these.
Oh,
Oh.
Test cackle.
Okay.
You've got touched in inappropriate places.
Yes.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Come on, here.
Okay. I'd also like to make clear that actually this was my stepdad at the time. But this is exactly how I wrote it.
Okay.
I like my Pokemon because it looks like my dad.
wow. Huh. Meowth?
Version.
Leon was tickling her, I think.
Tickling her fancy.
Yeah, or other places, I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Well, should we find out what Pokemon
Yeah.
it
The
is?
suspense is killing me.
No, right, first of all, I'm sorry,
Okay, go on.
I think we're going to have to inquire slightly. Now, did... Oh, just trying to think, what's the right
Was your
question?
stepdad in any way deformed?
Yeah.
James on point there.
Great.
No.
Oh,
Geodude.
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
You sounded so thrilled that, yeah, there you go. Have the points.
Geodude. So,
there you go
apparently,
Apparently,
Tess
her
is-
stepdad floats around in the sky with 2 arms out.
and looks like a rock.
It could have been Graveler.
Oh, yeah.
Could be worse.
It could have been a lot worse. Could have been Jinx.
Anyway, that's enough of that Pokemon jazz, but I love that. Honestly, it's at the...
We
I
should-
can't remember what episode that's on that, but yeah, it's at the end. It's like a bonus bit on one of the episodes.
Bonus
And it's so
material.
funny.
Nice. I feel we should play that game again.
See if
Well,
we-
unfortunately, we don't have a book of our childhood.
Yeah. It's the only problem. It's
How about
a
we do
difficult
this? I'm thinking of a Pokemon.
Good. Well done. Moving on.
Is it a stag beetle?
After 100 episodes, you guys need to do like Game Over Yeah on tour.
Oh, totally. We'll visit various cities around the
Or the best of, now on DVD and Blu-ray.
with bonus
Didn't
outtakes.
you hear? The tour's been sponsored by XCar Media.
Yeah, they're going to be like, paying for our transport.
No.
You're paying for everything.
Boop!
Well, we don't need the transport. We've got the GameOverYear.jet.
That's true.
Worst case scenario,
Pay
we
your
take out
tickets
the
for
Stagbeetle
Gamescom, okay?
Definitely. I look forward to driving in random countries again and having to put shitty little stickers on the car.
Need to come to Dutch Game Garden.
I have to admit, watching you put those stickers on the car was one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Because I think we have video of this as well. I think
Yeah,
it's
we
out
do.
there.
Yeah,
It
it
is
is.
definitely out
But
there.
he's putting these stickers, for the people that don't understand, when you go to France, in places. We didn't even understand this because we found out as we got to the fucking ferry. You have to convert your lights by putting stickers on it. Now, what car did we have as a rental? It wasn't a great one. A Citroen something small.
Something or other, yeah.
Citroen small is what we're going to call it. However, next to us was what? A Mercedes AMG, like a very expensive car.
Yeah, that's right.
The man next to us didn't have a clue either, so watched what Dave did and copied it. And both of them were fucking wrong, that's for sure.
Yeah. Here's a tip: if I'm doing something, don't copy me because I probably have no idea what I'm doing.
And then this is also where the visibility came from.
That's right. That's right. You know what? I think on that level, I'm going to have to bring up the Gamescom bit that I've got. Now, this is taken after the. This is on the podcast after Gamescom.
It was,
but it's the best story ever. It was
an amazing story.
Dave's survival story. We're going to call it. On the way home on the ferry.
I survived.
Now, you know what? I totally want to talk about some toilet nonsense.
The Stagbeetle is alive and in our Twitch chat, and he's asking me, is it cashmere? And
yeah.
Yes, it is. It is cashmere.
There you go. The Stagbeetle is about. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, I want to get on to other toilet stories. So,
really? We're going there, are we? Okay.
Yeah, we've got to go there. Come on, Dave, you can do it.
Are we going to talk about last week? Because I really don't want to be reminded of that. That was.
I totally want to talk about that because I think it's fucking hilarious. So anyway, let's get to the. Let's go back to last week. Put our minds back to last week. Gamescom. Coming back from Gamescom.
I know, it's crazy to think that this time last week we were sitting in a German restaurant.
Yeah, we were, actually, this time.
It was awesome.
It was so good.
But ferry on the way back. I'm sort of going, right, before we get on the ferry, I can see on how windy
You guys were still drunk, right, from the night before, drinking with us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not really, considering I had like one beer.
No, I was driving, so I was. Oh no, I didn't drive.
He was the designated driver.
You're driving in the morning, that's why you said you'd only have one.
Yeah, that's true. I only had the one because I had to drive in the
But
morning.
Dave passed out when we got back.
I was.
Isn't it
I was
different?
so tired.
Unit system's different in each country, isn't it?
Are you going for more sauce?
Yeah, clearly you don't have enough ketchup.
Fuck off, mate. Jesus Christ. That is a
Sorry, what?
A ridiculous amount of sauce.
That ketchup's so visible right now.
Literally, like, are you having sauce with chips on it? That's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, Dave passed out when we got back to the thing, but I bitched him out because I was like, I'm not fucking sleeping on the top bunk. So
I had no problem with sleeping on the top bunk.
Yeah, but then I had both pillows and you didn't ask for a pillow.
Oh no, I was gone. I just got back and I was just like, I sleep now, and literally fell.
So I got really parched at one point, and I was eating my chocolate, trying to be quiet, but I got really parched. So I was like, oh fuck this. So I went downstairs and had like 2 beers or whatever because I went to the vending machine and I was like, oh, I can have fizzy water for like €2.50. Or I can have 2 beers. Let's have beer. Why not?
Continue the drinking. Yeah. Next time, I think I'll make someone else the designated driver so I can do some drinking.
I don't think you should do drinking because this kind of thing might happen, like what we're about to hear about.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I promise you, I'm gonna definitely vomit because it looks sketchy. The ferry's delayed. It's gonna be bad. I can tell you this now. Everyone's like, "Nah, you're gonna be fine, Leon. You're gonna be fine." And so we do the podcast in like fucking ridiculous conditions at the top.
Yeah, that was. But at that point, I really wasn't feeling the love of anything. So.
I could tell you were kind of getting closer to the bar that was kind of next to me that I was leaning on, and like you kind of ended up just sort of holding on to that towards the end of the ferry cast.
It was so difficult to stand up.
Yeah, I
My
could
head
tell,
was
yeah.
all over the place. It was just nasty.
I could tell something was up. So anyway, like we get back into the ferry. You know, we go and sit down. Dave already rushes off to the toilet. I mean, Dave, I think I should let you continue the story from here. So what happened?
So, well, yeah, you know when everything is about to go wrong and you really need to get to a loo. It got to that point about 5 minutes before we'd finished the podcast, and I'm like, I've got to try and stay as semi-professional as possible. I want to finish the end of this podcast. And as soon as the podcast was done, I'm like, all right, that's it. I need to speak to the white phone. But it's a really busy ferry. There are a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And it's difficult to get through people when you feel like you can't talk or do anything. So I was just like making a beeline to the toilet as quickly as possible, and almost effectively barging people out of the way. It was just like looking at people, and they also looked at me, and they obviously realise, because you've got this dude who's like turning green and running very quickly, so they don't want to kind of get in the way. But at the same time, people were just milling around. And I hate that at the best of times when people just sort of stand there and go, oh, what's going on? Why am I here? And contemplating the mysteries of life in the middle of a corridor.
I'm going to look at my phone right here. Right in front of you, right now.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Long story short, trying to keep it as polite as possible, I made it to the loo. And then I got to the loo, and then I wasn't sick. I was like, wait a minute, I was sick 5 minutes ago, why am I not sick now? So I was just like, I'm just going to sit here, and I'm going to wait. And then eventually I was sick, and I'm like, cool. And
you talk to the white
I
phone.
don't know how much time had passed, but I was kind of like, I'm just going to sit here for a while, because it's still proper.
I love how just sort of calmly and matter of fact I just sort of say, yeah, I was really sick everywhere. It was like so messy, but I'm just like so calm, and it's like when
we
you
have video of you telling the original story of this.
The video does exist.
I think so.
I thought we didn't have. I don't think we did.
Did I never send it to you?
Have you still got it?
No, I reset my phone the other day. I might not have it anymore.
Oh no, that'd be terrible. Yeah, it's like
I'll see if I can get this, because I have the original journey out of the place.
Oh, nice.
We'll try and find that.
Yeah, definitely. That would be definitely worth putting up on the website for you to enjoy.
What's that? GameOverYear.net.
Best of Game Over Yeah.
Indeed. But yes, let's just continue this story.
A choppy boat going all over the place. So I sat there, settled myself down, and then I'm like, right, I think I'm kind of safe to come out. So I come out of the toilet, and I'm making my way over to the wall, and I sat down, and that's probably not a good idea to sit down with your back against a wall, because you can feel everything on the boat. And there was this, bless her, there was this chick sitting opposite me who was with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was being like a proper man, comforting her and everything, and she was all like,
okay. I just realised we're talking about me being violently sick on a ferry while Dean is happily nomming away on food. This is probably the best thing for him to listen to right now. Is that right, Dean?
Yeah.
Dean, what's the best thing you've eaten in the last 7 days? Is it fucking sauce? Jesus Christ.
Stagbeetle.
Yeah, continue on with that flavourful Dave.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's carry
crying
on.
and generally let me off this damn boat. I'm not having fun anymore. So I'm sort of sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm just going to sit back. I'm just going to take it easy and
Die.
hopefully this will all be over soon.
Yeah, and now, like, stopping you just here, I mean, like, at this point, we're, sitting upstairs where we kind of left him and going, where the fuck is Dave, man? What's going on with
Hashtag
Dave?
where's Dave?
He's been gone for fucking ages, and we were like, man, I hope he's alright,
Yeah. And I'm just like the next floor down, dead against the wall.
So, well, yeah, and the thing is that I think by this time I went to the toilet myself as well. I knew I was going to be ill, and that was it. I went to the toilet, went to there a few times. That was just standard procedure for me. So, but yeah, Dave, let's continue where you left off.
Yeah, okay, this is the point that we're in kind of downhill, and this is what Mike recorded on his phone and put up on the video. The video's actually
I don't
up,
think.
isn't it?
No, it's not. He didn't put it in.
Oh, did you not?
I couldn't find the video, so this is why I'm getting you to tell the story now.
Right. So it was at this point where everything went horribly wrong and very downhill, and it should ever be referred to henceforth as the Exorcist moment. Because I was sick, but you know how you feel like, oh, I'm going to be sick, I better, catch it in my mouth or whatever, and then get to the loo so I can be safe environment sick. It was none of that. It was just, you're sick now, boom, here it comes. And so I was like, grab my mouth, kept my mouth closed, and it all came out my nose. I know it's the nastiest thing I've ever experienced.
Yeah, it almost came up.
Oh god, that's just
out of his nose.
Did you turn your head as you did it? So like spray.
It was proper 360 head spinning, coming out of nose, mouth. It almost came out my ears and my eyes. It was just like fucking my head just erupted in sick.
The Exor Dave.
Yeah, totally. It was nasty.
So good.
It's funny to look back on it now. It wasn't funny at the time.
you were not.
No,
I was
imagine
not.
it. It was fucking terrifying.
Sorry, Mark, what was that?
I said you can definitely hear what will happen after one beer and one schnitzel.
Yeah, it was all about that one beer. That one beer wrecked me.
Exactly, that was it.
German beer, right?
Yeah, totally. I'm such a lightweight.
Horrendously horrible, because I was like, 1 minute, no, next minute, sick everywhere. And the speed that people moved away from me was fantastic. They were like, but there was one woman who just looked at me and was like, she almost like just went, sighed in disgust, and sort of just sidled sideways and just kind of like, I don't want to be with you. I'm just going to distance myself. Yeah, so that was very disgusting. And I don't embarrass easily, and I was very embarrassed by that. Luckily, I had some tissues in my pocket, so I was
Martin, what are you doing?
and then I went off into the.
I think he's fitted a light.
Where I stayed for the rest of the journey. But yeah, it was kind of. If anyone was sitting there watching me,
the volume just went down. Like, huh? Wait a minute, where are they?
It almost was like my head started spinning around and like sick everywhere, and like I'd been possessed. So that was an experience that I really don't want to ever have again.
Well, that's all for this week, folks. I tell you what an entertaining first part to episode 100. It's been an absolute ride, this whole experience of the podcast. So come back to us next week when we will show you the rest of episode 100. Tune in next week, guys. And for more content, go to our website, www.gameoveryear.net. Take care, guys.